Hi, I'm Ryan.
I'm Dan.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Lee. And we're Life After Liftoff, and you're watching Eric live on the air.
That's my promise to you.
You guys have been a band for how long?
We've been a band with this lineup for a little over a year.
Okay.
Lee started the band idea, the concept, about 3 years ago.
That's right.
And we've just been looking for the right lineup, and we've kind of finally centered on us four guys together.
Yeah.
Lee likes to call our band Alien Pop Punk. And I think what that really means is that we're striving to be just a little bit different. We're trying to do just a little more theatrical ideas, more arts with our music than just get up there and play. So, yeah, Alien Pop Punk is what Lee says. I wish that we were, I would say 80s hair metal is a pretty good mixture of what we all bring to the table. Lots of bandanas and eye paint. And
He just doesn't have the hair?
no, I mean, well, he has a wig that we put on.
I forgot about the cocaine.
Oh, yeah. Tons of drugs. Just kidding. Really, just kidding. No, just pop rock, man. We're all about having fun, playing good songs, having the crowd really be into it.
I was in a crappy pop punk band called Maintain Composure.
I was in Electric Smoke, and the band was just as bad as the name. And then I was in a Electric Smoke, and then I was in a church praise band that did a little bit of touring. I didn't name it. I was embarrassed. People would be like, "What's your band's name?" I'd be like,
What band?
Electric Smoke.
I've been in a lot of bands, probably too many that I can remember, but bands that I've done touring with would be Tilted Rigby and a group called Captive Free. I've done a lot of national touring that way, and then Ashes of Yesterday, December Sky, all 90s cover band called Double Dare that I played with Ryan in. So it's been a lot of bands over the years. I've been doing this for about 15 years.
Yeah.
Yes, very much named after the TV show with Mark Summers.
And then I also have been in quite a few bands, but I started my musical journey with a pop punk band called Blind Ambition when I was just a wee little lad. And then I was also in Ashes of Yesterday, December Sky, Double Dare with Mr. Malloy here. And then I snuck around for a little bit with a metal band called Scarletta. That was kind of fun too.
Also, just a real quick return to the other bands. I'm currently playing with another touring band called Close the Hatch. I've been doing a lot of stuff, touring around some recently, so check that out.
I play lead guitar, some piano when it's called for, and backing vocals.
Composition. Oh, bad.
Oh, and I write our little goofy tracks most of the time.
I play drums and do backing vocals and help out with all the backing tracks and such.
I play bass and do backup vocals, and I do a lot of booking. That's pretty much. I'm better at that than at music.
My name is Lee Weiss. I sing and play guitar in Life After Liftoff. Apparently, I'm having tea with the Queen. It's okay. In the light of it, I'll continue the interview like this just to be professional. Done. We play a game as a band just so you know that if one of us says we are going to do something, we say shenanigans and force the other person to do that action.
I have to ask about this game, Shenanigans. For each one of you, what is the weirdest Shenanigans moment for...
All Jason. The game was something that my friends and I played, and that was one of the first things I kind of introduced the band when I joined. I joined in January, so I'm coming up on a year. And we had a show with a band called Rocky Loves Emily in Covington, Kentucky. And I thought I'd be the funny guy. I was like, I'm going to get up on stage and speak in a British accent the entire time. I got shenanigans. And first thing, I get up there, how's everyone? It just totally ruined it. So after the show, we were talking real loud about it right next to the guys, and some of the guys from Rocky Loves Emily came over. We introduced them to the game, and then the lead singer, Brandon, volunteered to kick me in the balls. So,
mind you, the lead singer for Rocky is like 7 foot tall.
Yeah, he's extremely tall.
The arm span, dude.
And he's a soccer player.
Exactly.
He is. Yeah.
He really is.
You literally got kicked by the worst guy possible.
He was kind and gentle. and
only the tip.
I'd take a kick again. I'm just saying.
We did take 2.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, so I thought it was something. So you can just say shenanigans and you have to do something no matter. I thought you had to bring it up. Am I incorrect in this?
Jason, official rules.
Officially. Now, we do have a shenanigans review board, but basically if Lee were to say, I'm going to keep my pinky up this entire interview, I would say shenanigans, and then he has to do it or he gets kicked. So he offered up the risk himself, so as long as one of us catches him, he's got to do it.
Did you offer up getting kicked in the nuts?
Well, no, I said I would speak in a British accent, and they said,
How does it come about?
yes. I was like, I will speak in a British accent. They said shenanigans, and because I didn't do it, that's your punishment.
Well, I'm sure that almost all of us are going to say playing Warped Tour was kind of a big deal for us, so I'll say it first. I'm the winner. Playing Warped Tour, Cincinnati, was a lot of fun on the Ernie Ball stage, and I think when I was one of the other fun things that we did in another band, in December Sky, Dan and I, we had the opportunity to play a lot of really fun parties down by the local college in Dayton, and that was just a lot of fun, a lot of cool people.
I would also say that Warped Tour was probably a highlight. I think that's been a dream for all of us for a long time. And another huge highlight for me that just came up a few weeks ago is my other band, Close the Hatch. We opened for Mastodon in Milwaukee, so huge show, great time. Those guys were awesome, and probably won't get another opportunity like that for a while. So love them.
I mean, I'm just going to have to repeat it. It's Warped Tour. It was incredible. I mean, okay, we'll joke about Electric Smoke, but we had some really big shows. We sold out one of the venues in Dayton called McGuffey's 2 weekends in a row, so it's like 350 people, and it was our second and third show, and that was kind of a big deal. Like the local rock station didn't televise, they broadcast the entire show, so it was like a little taste of some sort of recognition from the industry, but that kind of died out quick. It was dumb. We were Electric Smoke.
Warped Tour was a huge accomplishment. I think we've all said it. Journeys actually just picked up our last music video, Memory of You. Our contact Adam was crucial about that because all we ever did was post the video and on Journey's Facebook, and they saw it, got in contact with us, and we got put on the November playlist with bands like Blink and Newfound Glory and Journey, and it was kind of incredible because they're bands that we look up to, bands that are iconic on the playlist. So I think that was kind of cool. 1,000 stores internationally, you just walk in, pick up a pair of shoes, and check out our video. And as far as other bands, Maintain Composure got to open for like Angels and Airwaves, Boys Like Girls, and All Time Low, and a number of other bands. And that's how our band kind of got the backing of some of the people in those bands. They call them friends now, but everything we do kind of led to this, and I think that's how we all have this idea of what we want to do as a band and how we always can improve ourselves.
I would have to say my best blooper for this band is non-existent because I play perfectly all the time. I am the musical rock, the foundation our band is set upon. Last week I missed a note in a solo really bad. That was pretty embarrassing. Just one note. I guess my biggest blooper ever is I accidentally threw my guitar against a brick wall in a show once. I was trying to do one of those cool guitar tosses and misjudged the distance.
Really?
And broke that thing pretty good. That sucked. Here's Dan.
Bloopers for me are difficult because I don't really get embarrassed or anything like that, but I can say that a blooper I was involved in had to do with Ryan, and he did a guitar toss right into my drum kit and knocked it over into my lap while we were playing once.
Lee, he has not necessarily a reputation, but it's almost like a legend, his stage dancing, and he's very passionate. He's always into the music, and sometimes it takes control of him. We're at Warped Tour. We're very excited. We're playing, I think we're playing The Promise. We go into our bridge, which is a huge breakdown for the whole band. swings, runs into me, and I fell off stage.
And how high was the stage? Wait, let's get
the
this.
stage is probably 4 feet off the ground. I'd say a personal blooper would be having a little too much of Grandpa's cough medicine, and I get
Is this part of the band, or is this just in life?
both. Yes. No.
These are Jason's memoirs as well.
Sometimes I tend to play a little sloppy after I've had a couple hundred. So there's that.
I am incredibly proud of you for saying that's your blooper. That's the first step. Acceptance. In all honesty, for Jason's, I don't remember that even happening during our set at Warped. I was told by these 3 fine gentlemen that it happened. I was in my own world. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of that, when I walk on stage, it's weird because I have to have my own section because I am very passionate in my own world, and I really don't remember what happens from the time we walk on to the time we walk off. It's flashes, little bits and pieces. So, excuse me. I'm lucky I have a wireless system because if I had cables, I would continually do this. My biggest blooper is probably falling on my face constantly. I spin around, I dance, and sometimes I lose my balance, and I will end up either facing Dan. Well, if I wasn't wireless, like in rehearsal, I've done that multiple times. So, thank God for wireless systems. I fall on my face all the time. So there's that one.
3 out of the 4 of us all go to Wright State University in Dayton, Ohio-ish. Go Raiders. Yeah, if you have hair, you go to Wright State. Lee had put up a sign just saying, looking for a drummer, actually, at the time, and listed some of his some of the bands that he really liked. And I was like, crap, I want to play some drums. So I got a hold of Lee, and he's like, no, I got a drummer. And he's like, what else do you do? And I'm like, well, I guess I can play guitar. Because I really wanted to play drums. He didn't know I was actually a guitar player in real life. So we got together and jammed for a minute, and we kind of got along. And then I called Dan, and
Ryan said to me, hey, we need a bass player. And I'm a drummer, but at that point I was touring playing bass with another band and said, I can do this with this band too. I know enough. So I came in and did some rehearsals and did an audition, and things were going really well. And then our drummer at the time decided, he didn't really want to come to rehearsal anymore. Things weren't working out as well for us. So I said, I think I would be better served playing drums because that's my primary instrument. Who do we know that plays bass? And so I thought of a guitar player that I worked with at Guitar Center, and that's where Jason comes in.
I didn't tell you about my failed personal project, 2 cents worth.
2 cents worth?
Yeah. Think about how awesome the shirt would be. You got your 2 cents worth? You see that?
Sure, it is.
It's way better than do you see the electric smoking or something. That's always been kind of like a personal thing that I've always had on the side. I've had other people join that band and everything.
Do you sing as well then?
Yeah. All of us have either been lead guitar players or lead singers or something in other bands. So we've all kind of got that experience. So I think it helps us a lot because we all understand every facet of the band. But Dan and I worked at Guitar Center together, like he said, and they just contacted me, asked me if I was interested in playing. I had some free time, so tried it out. I got to the first practice, and I melted some faces because I did homework. I figured out the song, so I joined the band. 2 of them, and then the rest I butchered. Yep.
He did butcher them. However, it was funny because I wrote them. I still do. I'll take credit that I probably mess up more than anyone here, but it happens. But no, for 3 years I had this idea and this concept for this band, and I was lucky enough to have I put a sign up at our Creative Arts Center, and Ryan answered it, and then Dan came in, and then Jason. And ever since then, we have been nothing but working as hard as we can to push the envelope with this band and take it as far as we can. I think that we've grown so much within a year with each other, and we just keep growing. This is actually our first weekend out fully overnight for multiple days, and we're really kind of learning the facets of each other and how to be able to survive on tour, and I think that's important for bands. We know of bands that have gone out on tour for an entire summer or follow another tour, and they go home and they break up, and we don't want that for ourselves. So we are very lucky in how we formed and how we work as a band. So we're not only are we friends, but we see it as a business, and we see a future and, I guess, a big picture versus a small one.
I'm pretty sure that we want to be the first band to have a traveling circus with us, complete with elephants, people who juggle things that are on fire, and bearded ladies. The end.
Which we worked hard out.
Yeah, I mean, so then that would be my dream, is just to make our band show just a giant circus, because that'd be fun. And things that are really happening are tons and tons of shows throughout the year, a new EP coming out in February or March, and hopefully a full-length album towards the end of the year, the next coming year. My personal goal, because I've been working on saying this, is that I want to redefine the way that people play pop-punk guitar for the rest of history. You're allowed to be a good guitar player and play pop-punk music. The end.
That was great.
Thank you.
That was really good. Well, yeah, watch and learn, son. Things that we're hoping for the band, along with the circus, first band on the moon, would be a great goal for us. But I think more realistically,
Are you gonna play on the moon as well?
yes, we're trying to beat out Muse for that.
Well, you
right
won't be able
now.
to hear it.
But I think personal goals for us would be to keep doing some of the smaller tours that we've been doing, maybe get on something a little bit bigger, obviously build our fan base, and eventually take over the world of pop rock music. So, I mean, we should be able to, I think, with the way we've been going, continue the success we've had, and keep growing as a band and individually as well. I think we've had great success so far. And what we do have coming up, I think Ryan summed it up pretty well. We've got another video coming out to go along with the last single on the EP, and we've got lots of shows coming up. So we're looking forward to a couple more tour offers in January, February, and continued shows.
I mean, you pretty much got the whole story. We've been booking like crazy. You've been doing a good job. Thank you. I've kind of found a little bit of a passion in booking, and
Not hooking, booking.
It can be both.
we've had a lot of success, a lot of good feedback from a lot of venues that we weren't expecting. So we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up that we're going to be announcing fairly soon. And I'll say my personal goal, I just want to tour with a band that everyone knows, a band that is an influence to me, and we're having a lot of opportunities to talk to these bands, and some of that stuff is finally becoming a possibility. So I want to see that come through.
To round out these fine gentlemen's comments, I would totally say tour, and tour. We're going to be playing a lot of shows in 2012. Hopefully, if the world is going to end, we're going to go out with a bang. Doing more music videos, being able to spread our band and our message and music, to everyone and anyone. I can't personally wait to really get across the United States and then get over to different countries. Being the first band in space to perform has also been a goal, but I think ultimately I would love to see our band last 20 or plus years and be one of those bands that you see in arenas or amphitheaters like U2 or Blink or Green Day, where it's a multi-generational thing, where older brothers or sisters are bringing their younger brothers, or young parents are bringing their young kids to see this band, because what we do is, I think we've redefined our genre a little bit, because we do write love songs, but we're very positive and we have a defined message. So I think that we can do it, and I think that we just got to keep doing what we're doing, and I think people will get it, but that's my goal. Thank you guys for watching. Good night.
This gift has got me thinking of you. it makes me believe, remembering